Midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 5-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Drake. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Panthers 0. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is Cohen.
At the 32-yard line.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Mike Davis.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Watch the run, watch the run. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Devin White, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
2nd and 7.
At the Panthers' 35-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 21. Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he completes it to Cohen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45. Get ready.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Back at the 30.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Bridgewater on first down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On second down now. It's Drake, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
He was brought down at the 28.
On fourth down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running, it's Drake down to the 25. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Darren Lee on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second down. Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 40.
First down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check safety.
They'll run with Drake. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Right back to Drake. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he stopped immediately there. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's 2nd and inches.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
St. Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll get it all the way way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drake. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And able to work his way down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
The 16-yard line.
Now Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cardinals, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Hit the stretch on one.